IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন। চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। দিনকাল একদম ভালো না, চাকরি আজ খুবই রেয়ার। প্লেসমেন্টের দায়ভার আমরা তাই করছি শেয়ার। IASDর হাত ধরে হবে তোমার প্রথম রিক্রুট। তাই সব টেনশন যাও ভুলে, জীবন এবার হবে রিবুট। IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন। চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। ইংরেজি টেকনোলজি ভয় পাও বুঝি, হবে এবার সোজা। যাবে কোথা খুঁজছো বুঝি, এসো এখানে শেষ হবে তোমার খোঁজা। IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে জীবন। চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। জব গ্যারান্টি সার্টিফিকেট সবই চাও বুঝি, ভুলে টেনশনের বোঝা। IASD ঠিকানা পাবে এখানেই শেষ পথ খোঁজা। IASD
मेरी सांसों पर तुम्हारा अनगिनत एहसान है। तेरी खुशहाली रहे कहता मेरा ईमान है। मेरी सांसों में तिरंगे की बुलंदी की दुआ, मेरी सांसों में तिरंगे की बुलंदी की दुआ। मेरे हिंदुस्तान तुझ पर जान भी कुर्बान है। मेरे हिंदुस्तान तुझ पर जान भी कुर्बान है।
প্রতিশ্রুতি নিরাপত্তা জানি আজ খুবই বিরল। কথা দিলাম আমি তবু আজ পথ হবে খুবই সরল। প্রতিশ্রুতি।
Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to today's session. I can see there are 6 people that have joined. Shilpa and Yasmin said yeah, hello. Jobi or everybody who is joining, please say hi, hello, so that I can understand who all are joining. And then in 2-3 minutes, we will start today's session. And welcome whoever is joining. Welcome to today's session. And thank you for joining.
IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন। চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। দিনকাল একদম ভালো না, চাকরি আজ খুবই রেয়ার। প্লেসমেন্টের দায়ভার আমরা তাই করছি শেয়ার। IASDর হাত ধরে হবে তোমার প্রথম রিক্রুট। তাই সব টেনশন যাও ভুলে, জীবন এবার হবে রিবুট। IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন। চলে এসো এই বেলা।
Hello, hi Janaki, Radhika. I can see people coming to the chat box and say hi. If you could also, this is the first session that I'm taking. I know you guys are, Sir is familiar with all of you. I am also from Sir. I know you guys, but it will be great. I'm good. Thank you, Janaki. How are you? And thank you for joining today's session. And it will be great if you could introduce a little bit like just which session which college you are and which year you are. That will be great for me to know. Anisha Dari, good evening Mayuri. Welcome everybody, all you girls, and thank you for joining today's session. I think you will like today's session. It will be a great one. And it's a you know women special session. So yeah, please join and then we'll start. It's already 5 minutes. I think we will start. So, hi Janaki, great to know. Thank you, ma'am, for giving time. You're most welcome, Shilpa. Thank you very much, and it's my pleasure to share my journey and help you girls. I have been associated with you guys from behind. I see your progress, and congratulations, Shilpa, on securing gold medal position. And I have been there throughout your journey besides her. And today I am also coming and bringing my experience with you all, to give you more support, more courage, and more enthusiasm, so that you can move ahead and um, do great things for you in life. So yeah, we'll start. Please keep joining, and whoever is joining, it will be great if you could drop in a hi in the chat box. And girls, if you could start mentioning which college you are from and which course you are doing, and which year you are, like final year, third year, second year, wherever you are. And I think I will thank you guys to for feeling the need and taking the responsibility to prepare yourself. Groovy Madhu. Hi Madhu, good evening. So I think you are already ahead of many people, but by deciding to join these courses and groom yourself, because you know what, me sir, we can only guide you, but then you are the one who will train yourself by taking our guidance and shine through. Thank you so much. All credit goes to sir and blessings to you. Most welcome. And yeah, so I'm really I appreciate all of you. Batch 1 students and batch 2 and batch 3 have just started. So I see your enthusiasm, I see your hard work and willingness. It really inspires us also to give you more, because let's give the purpose of the session and why, what sir or me, whatever we are doing, why we do it. So we come from a very general middle class families. And hi Madhu, good evening, welcome to the session. Please आप लोग I'll be first of all I'll be juggling between three languages. Bangla তেও মাঝে মাঝে বলবো, Hindi and English, just like sir conducts, so that everybody will be comfortable with the language. Just in case কারোর মনে হয় যে কোনো জায়গায় বুঝতে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে, বা it will be better in other language, please let me know. I will repeat definitely. And I'll give you an overview how our session today will be. So I'll give a little bit of brief introduction of me, and then it will be great if you could mention what are your backgrounds are. We can invite you guys also. You come on the screen and show your face. Let's get to know each other. And then I'll take you through briefly my journey from where I started and how far my journey was. And then I'll also ask your aspiration, what you're looking out for your life, for your from your, what is your aspirations, basically what you're trying to achieve, where do you want to see yourself, what do you want to do, that. And then we will discuss some questions, like anything that you in your mind, be it professional, be it something else, anything and everything. I think you can like a ma'am, like an elder sister, you can ask me anything, and you can consider me as your confidant, and share your problems or any suggestions, anything. It's an open forum, and you're always welcome with your thoughts and suggestions. So yeah, I see some Madhu, clinical pharmacist, Medanta Hospital, Gurgaon. Lovely. Welcome, Madhu. I was there in Delhi 1 month back. Delhi is where my heart is. I have studied in Delhi and I love that city. So yeah, I'm currently I'm now pursuing final year B Farm. Shilpa, CCOM Skill University. Welcome, Shilpa. Okay, Yasmin pursuing B Farm final year in Nagpur College of Pharmacy in Nagpur. Great, great, Yasmin. Good evening, Nirmiti. Nirmiti, hi Nirmiti, where are you from? And welcome to this session, today's session. Uh, so first of all, a little bit of brief introduction of me. My name is Dilruba Haque. I have over almost a decade long experience in clinical data management. So the studies, I have studied B Pharmacy in my graduation, and then I did MSc in toxicology, and then I worked in corporate in different companies and with different clients. So I'll go into the details a little later. So yeah, good evening, ma'am. Yeah, good evening, Nimiti. So we have 10 people. Great. Uh, I would like to first tell you guys that why we are doing this. So, like Sir is also guiding you, and I'm also sharing my experience. So we come from a very normal middle class family, and uh, to not everybody, there are people who are have privileges, they have somebody to refer, and then किसी का job लगवा दिया, किसी ने बोल दिया. We never had those references. So whatever we have achieved all by our hard work and studies. So we are here to tell you that if we could, then you also can. And when we were studying, जब हम लोग पढ़ाई कर रहे थे, so to be very honest, the college teachers, the university teachers, I think प्रॉपर गाइडेंस देना स्टूडेंट को प्रॉपर गाइड करना टीचर का एक सोल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. मतलब आप पढ़ा तो रहे हो, बट पढ़ाने के साथ साथ देखो, अगर क्लास में 30 बच्चे हैं, व्हेन आई वाज इन माय यूनिवर्सिटी वी वर 30 पीपल. So not everybody will do the same thing. There will be someone who will do research. There will be someone who will not be interested in research. They might want to do some other work. But as a teacher, I think the teacher's responsibility is to show the children what are the options that are available. Generally what happens, what went through, that our teachers many a times steered us to a specific way, that this is you have to do, that if you're doing MSc then you have to do research, or there is no jobs that is available, or whatever jobs that is available in market. We did not get that guidance from our teachers. So I felt that gap while studying, even in college, even in university. So I always thought, and ये मेरे मन में हमेशा था कि when I get a chance, I would like to guide my next generations and tell them that there are possibilities, because as you all are students of pharmacy, and आप सब लोगों को पता है कि this is still, मतलब generally लोग engineers इंजीनियरिंग का हमारी कंट्री में बहुत ज्यादा ये है कि सबको पता है कि इंजीनियर बनना है और उसके बाद जॉब लगती है, लेकिन ये जो हमारी जो फार्मेसी वाली लाइन है, इट इज अ लिटिल लेस वेंचर्ड एंड पीपल स्टिल डोंट नो व्हाट इज फार्मेसी। हमारे टाइम पे तो हम बताते थे कि फार्मेसी पढ़ते थे तो सबको लगता था कि ओ अच्छा फार्म में काम करते हैं, या फिर पीपल हैड डिफरेंट आइडियाज बट नोबडी यूज्ड टू नो एग्जैक्टली ये पढ़ाई होती कैसे है, क्या है इसमें। लेकिन अगर आप सोचो, दिस इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट, यू नो, टेक्नोलॉजी अगर ना भी बनाए तो भी चल जाएगा, लेकिन दिस इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट, दिस इज the work that pharmacists are do, that we are as a clinical research professionals we do, we build some, you know, we are responsible for somebody's good health, somebody's life is at stake, so we are associated with even more important work. बट वही है कि लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस की वजह से सबको उतना पता नहीं है, सब उतना ध्यान नहीं देते हैं, इसीलिए चीजें उतना लोगों को पता नहीं है। एंड देन द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ, यू नो, जो लोग फार्मेसी पढ़ाई करते हैं, दे ऑल्सो फील लॉस्ट, जो भी वो घिसी पिटी हमारी, यू नो, अभी भी टीचर्स, आई थिंक अभी भी आई गेस कॉलेजेस में टीचर्स आर टेलिंग यू दैट यू हैव टू गो टू आइदर मार्केटिंग, और नहीं तो क्यूए क्यूसी, नहीं तो प्रोडक्शन, nothing wrong in it, but I am saying that these are not the only options that you have as a pharmacy student, as a life science student. There are plenty of other options that you have, and you can be at par as an engineering student, and you can have a corporate job, you can have a glamorous life, and you can have a job security, and you know, these jobs you can, बहुत लोग मुझे काफी पहले जब मेरे पियर्स भी पूछते थे कि इसका स्कोप क्या है, मतलब आज तो नौकरी लग गई, क्या मैं जिंदगी भर ये काम कर सकती हूँ, मतलब मैं 60 साल तक मतलब is there a career growth in my all this area? So I would say yes, and the growth opportunity is enormous. You can be working in India, you can come abroad, and there are scopes, and इसके लिए कोई मैजिक ट्रिक नहीं है, इसके लिए कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है। अगर आप बैचलर इन फार्मेसी हो, दैट इज एन इनफ डिग्री टू डू ऑल दिस जॉब। अगर अब देखो, सब स्टूडेंट सेम नहीं होते, क्लास में 60 स्टूडेंट्स है, किसी को पढ़ना है, किसी को काम करना है, किसी को कुछ भी नहीं करना है, ठीक है, तो एवरीबडी हैज देयर ओन प्रायोरिटी। नाउ आई वुड नॉट डिस्करेज अ kid who wants to pursue their, you know, journey in education, they wants to research, yes, if somebody हैज दैट इन देम कि हाँ मुझे रिसर्च करना है, मुझे पढ़ाई करना अच्छा लगता है, मुझे घंटों घंटों भर लैब में बैठे रहना अच्छा लगता है, then definitely go for it. But if you are not that kind of a person, then you don't feel disheartened कि हाँ मैं रिसर्च नहीं कर सकता या नहीं कर सकती, तो मेरे लिए कुछ भी नहीं है, तुम्हारे लिए भी इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज है। सो एवरी पांच उंगलियां डिफरेंट है, सो सबका अलग अलग काम है, तो अगर थम के जैसा काम तुम नहीं कर पाए, दैट डजंट मीन तुम छोटे हो गए, इसका भी अलग काम है, ठीक है। सो सो माय आइडिया इज कि मैं और सर, हम लोग आप लोगों को जितना भी ऑप्शंस है, कि देयर आर ऑप्शंस फॉर रिसर्च, देयर आर ऑप्शन फॉर हायर स्टडीज, देयर आर ऑप्शन फॉर जॉब्स, अगर आपको मास्टर्स करना है, यू वेलकम, यू टेक योर ओन decision, but we are there to show you the opportunities that you have in place so that you can choose for yourself. जैसे I'll borrow a example from your sir that सबको अपनी सच्चाई पता होती है कि अगर यू आर अ स्टूडेंट जिन्होंने स्कूल में 90% हमेशा से आपको मिला है, एंड यू नो आपकी मम्मी ने पिटाई नहीं की और आपने पढ़ाई किया खुद से, देन यू नो दैट यू आर दैट 99 परसेंटाइल वाला किड, you enjoy studying, you enjoy, but most of us are kind of mediocre and we don't, you know, वो जो पढ़ाई वाला है, तो अगर आपने स्कूल में अगर आप 70% वाला बच्चा है, तो देयर इज अ हाई चांस कि आप वैसा ही रहोगे, लेकिन इट डजंट मीन दैट career will not offer you anything, so you can have your own path as well. So we want to show you that path, encourage you to go on that path, choose for yourself, work on that, and then move ahead and have a glorious, successful career. And being girls, I would say, you know, अभी भी हमारे especially, you know, I come from West Bengal, मैं कोलकाता की रहने वाली हूँ. You know, Bengalis, they still have a tendency to, you know, not go out in the world and, you know, explore the world. बहुत inhibitions होते हैं, especially parents को girls को लेके भी काफी you know, inhibitions रहते हैं कि अकेली लड़की बाहर जाएगी. So, you know, I also want to be an example for you guys. I am thankful to my parents that they allowed me. मैं after my graduation I went out to study masters in Delhi, a city like Delhi. जब मैं जा रही थी in Delhi, everybody said it's not safe, it's not this, it's not that. I'm sure it is not. No place is safe. Your safety is up to you. So it's very important in wherever you are, whether you are in Kolkata, where you are in Delhi, you are in Mumbai. I have worked in every city in India. I have pan India experience. I have lived there all by myself. I have found a house all by myself. I have conducted myself all by myself. So it is also, it depends upon how you are conducting yourself. There will be bad things and good things all the time. अभी भी आप कॉलेज जाते हो कि ग्रेजुएशन कॉलेज में भी जाते हो, देयर विल बी गुड थिंग्स, देयर विल बी बैड थिंग्स. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू, what you want to achieve and what you want to, how you are and what you will take. So it depends upon you. और और एक बात, मैं बहुत बेसिक बात मैं आप सब लड़कियों को बताना चाहती हूँ कि जैसे हम जब थे ग्रेजुएशन में, बी फार्म जब पढ़ रहे थे, वी हैड नो क्लू कि करना क्या है. मतलब पढ़ तो लिया, जॉब कहाँ पे है, क्या मिलता है, क्या करना पड़ता है, वी हैड नो क्लू. एंड वेरी सैडली आज के डेट में भी, आज भी हमारी कॉलेज हमको ये सब नहीं बताते, हमको ग्रूम नहीं करते. डेफिनेटली द एजुकेशन दैट कॉलेज इज प्रोवाइडिंग, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, बट आफ्टर वर्किंग सो लॉन्ग इन कॉर्पोरेट, आई बिलीव कि ये जो कॉर्पोरेट इज अ डिफरेंट बॉल गेम ऑल टुगेदर, और उसके लिए भी प्रिपरेशन की जरूरत है. बट हमारी कॉलेज एजुकेशन इस चीज को इग्नोर कर देती है, और दे डोंट, यू नो, groom you or tell you what are the options. So we are here to, you know, groom you, tell you what are your options. And to begin with, I want to tell you that every one of you have a future. Every one of you will get a job, will have a successful career. So first and foremost, you have to know that you can do it. You have to do it. In today's day and age, there is no option but to have a career. There is, you don't have an option. When you are in my class, I will not give you an option to not have a career. I will teach you, I will groom you, whatever my knowledge I have gathered over the years, I will share that with you. I will guide you throughout, and I'll make sure that you have all the, you know, amenities and all the beliefs that you believe that you can do it, and you will have a career. Because you know what, जब हमको कोई रास्ता दिखाने को नहीं होता है, then often our vision, we don't have a vision कि ये भी हो सकता है. अगर आपको पता ही नहीं है कि उस दुकान में वो चीज मिल रही है, तो आप जाके खरीदोगे नहीं. अगर आपको पता है कि हाँ ये चीज मिलते हैं, बट देन यू विल सी कि ठीक है मेरे पास, अच्छा देर इज अ ड्रेस वहां पे मिल रहा है, अच्छा 1,000 रुपए की है, मेरे पास 500 रुपए है, शायद मैं कहीं से जोड़ लूं, बर्थडे का पैसा इकट्ठा कर लूं, बट देन यू नो दैट दैट इज अवेलेबल. सो वो अवेलेबिलिटी वाला इशू जो होता है, जो हमारे ज्यादातर स्टूडेंट्स को पता ही नहीं होता है. सो दैट we will give you the information, we will give you the guidance, and we will give you the strength to become that person and groom you so that you can become that person and go and achieve that goal, right? So I'll take some chats. Okay, I'm now pursuing final year B Farm CCOM. Okay, this is I want to know about clinical research coordinator. I am now pursuing B Farm final year Nagpur College. Okay, Okay, you can keep commenting and telling what are your questions also. And I am really grateful for your efforts, ma'am. Thank you, Yasmin. That's very sweet of you. And it's we really want to build a community where, ma'am, I want to have an overview idea of all kinds of positions related to clinical research domain skill setting. Great, Shantani. First of all, thank you for joining the class session. And thank you for your question also. If you could mention where are you from, which college, which year, that will be great. And I would want to tell you that there is a induction class that I'm taking tomorrow, where we will broadly discuss about all the opportunities that clinical research and all this field offers. So we will discuss in detail that today. We will not get into so much into technicality. Today is more of a conversational session that we are taking. So I would like to take questions from you. Anything that you have, I'll make a note. Whatever, if there is a technical kind of a question which we will cover tomorrow, then I'll make a note of it and I'll include that in my tomorrow session. And if you have any other doubt, then we will address it tomorrow. And before, I will also share my journey, where I have started, and what I have done, like which client, which company that I have worked on. I will go to that. But then before that, it'd be great if you could turn on. I'll send you a link, and if I can see all of you, that'll be great, because I can see few names, but the faces will really cheer me up. And if you could introduce yourself, tell your name, and what do you think about your future, what do you want to do, what are your aspirations, that would be great to start. And to get to know each other, that will be great. So I am sharing the link, just a moment. And I would love to hear from you guys for a moment, and then continue on myself. So I have shared a link. So at a time, 6 people can join. So whoever, I can see 11 people, ma'am. Which software skills are necessary for joining CDM or CRC domain? To be very honest, software skills, if even if you don't have, so definitely Excel is one. Excel presentation, PPT, all the skills you can acquire and practice. There are, in Excel, because when you go to CDM field and any kind of these kind of fields, you have to use Microsoft Excel extensively. So if you are good at it, and you have known the formulas, because you will have big data sets, so where you have to take out from the big data dump, you have to create your own data sets. So if you are familiar with the basics of Excel formulas, and not basics and then advanced also, it will always come handy, and you can work your way faster. So Excel is definitely a great tool. And otherwise also, there will be different other tools and softwares that will be specific to the companies, so or the clients. So you will get trained when you are hired. They will always train you as a fresher when you are getting hired. So all they want to know is if you have the intention and the basic knowledge, and whatever we are foreseeing to teach you, so you will have more than the basic knowledge. And they will train you. But definitely Microsoft Excel is one thing. If you are good at Excel, then that will be your best friend, because all day long you will mostly work on the Excel sheets. So yeah, that is a great that is a software skill you can grab. And yeah, I have shared the link. So if you could join, one six of you, if you can join, that will be great. And then I can see you and get to know you. What are your thoughts, what are you trying to achieve, क्या aspirations है. That will be great. Okay, I think I have to change. No, here. So, okay, ma'am. No, that's all right, Shantani. No problem. I am from Parashat, Kolkata, ma'am. I am from 4th year GI University, and there are only few days left for its completion. That's great, Shantani. তাহলে তুমি একদম মানে ফাইনাল ইয়ার স্টুডেন্ট, তোমার মানে career journey শুরু হওয়ার একদম on the verge of career journey, and I wish you good luck for your finals. And I'm sure যে first of all, thank you for joining today's session, and thank you for having the intention. So a good intention is always encouraged, because that will lead you further. So hopefully we will work together and achieve great success. So I would request you girls, if you could join through this. Can I pin? Okay, or should I reshare the link? Okay, I'll reshare the link. If you could join, that will be great. Then I can see you guys. So anyone, any volunteers? It's just a chit chat session today, and nothing else. So nothing to be worried about. It's just you introduce yourself and me what you want. Uh, what is your aspirations like? Your guest wants to join. Okay. Just a moment. Hi Janaki, but I can't see you. Do I have to give me one moment? Okay, I'll just give me one moment.
IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন, চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। দিনকাল একদম ভালো না, চাকরি আজ খুবই রেয়ার, প্লেসমেন্টের দায়ভার আমরা তাই করছি শেয়ার। IASDর হাত ধরে হবে তোমার প্রথম রিক্রুট, তাই সব টেনশন যাও ভুলে, জীবন এবার হবে রিবুট। IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন, চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা।
Okay, Janaki is here. Okay, yeah. Sir is also here. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
I hope everybody can hear me.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Acha, ma'am, on your right hand side on the chat bar, there is an option for overlay. तो आपको सारे chats भी दिखाई देंगे.
Yes.
So just click on the overlay and you will get to see the chats. And ladies, sorry for interrupting your session. I just thought I'll come over. Today I am support staff.
Okay, we have Janaki also.
Okay, excellent.
Yes, we have Janaki.
Hey, Janaki.
Hello. Janaki, if you're comfortable, then you can turn on your camera so that I can see you. If not, that is also okay, not a problem. But if you are comfortable, then we can see each other and get to know each other. And I'm saying to the other girls also, Shilpa, Shantani, Yasmin, there are other people also. Nirmiti, if you guys are still on, then there are 6 spots. Sir is just giving us company, but he can go off once you girls join. So yeah, I think there is somebody else. No. Okay, Shantani, then it's no Shilpa. Yeah, there are 10 people. I can see right now there were 15 in between. Right now, 10 people. So, okay, I'll allow you to slowly join. In between, I'll give you an overview what I have done so far, and that will give you an idea what can be done. So, um, there are, as you guys know, that there are different disciplines in within clinical research that you can go into, like PV. You can be a CRA, CRC, medical. You can work on medical coding, regulatories, and all those. There are different domains that you can go into. I went into CDM. I worked for 10 years, 8.5 years precisely in clinical data management. So, as for my education that I mentioned, I have done B Pharmacy from Bharat Technology. If there is anyone from Bharat Technology, it's in Uluberia. So, I have done my bachelor's in pharmacy from there. उसके बाद I went to Delhi in Jamia Hamdard College, where I did my master's in toxicology. It's an MSc degree that I have done. And then I started working. My first company I've worked in is IQVIA. So it is IQVIA now. It was then, it is merged with it was previously Quintiles when I used to work in there. So later on, after I left, I forgot the year, but then it got merged with IMS Health, and now it is called IQVIA. I can see somebody, Janaki. Hi, Janaki. Hey, how are you
Hi,
doing?
ma'am. Good. I'm doing good, ma'am. What about you, ma'am?
I'm good, doing great, and it's so lovely to see you. Thank you for joining, and thank you for coming live. And what about other girls? नेटवर्क इशू है क्या सबका, या फिर अभी आज थोड़ा सा not comfortable to join? Even if it is, then that's also okay. You can just join with your audio, and I would like to know from you guys. Hi, Janaki. Once you are here, so I would like to know from you, where are you from? What do you study? And because so many of you are writing, I know you have written, and it will take some time for me to, remember all of you. But then if you can reintroduce yourself and tell me what is your aspiration, what do you want from life, that'll be great. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. My name is Janaki Ratnam, ma'am. I'm from Tanuku, Andhra Pradesh, West
Okay.
Godavari district, ma'am.
Okay. And
And
what do you study? Are you studying still?
I'm, yes, ma'am. I'm pursuing M.Pharm second year, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. That's great. And what is your aspiration? What do you want to be, and where do you see yourself working, and what is your desires?
I want to become a professional in PV, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I'll definitely work towards that. I'm sure I know you are working with Sir, and you're walking towards that path. And our responsibility is to guide you and tell you that there are the options that are present, and you can choose from them. So thank you very much for joining with us and letting us guide you guys, because it's a two-way street. We are willing to guide you, but then there is you guys also who are willing to take the guidance and work towards it. So it's a two-way street, and I'm so happy that we have you guys, and we'll definitely work together. And what about others? I think people are having network issues. um, okay, so coming back to me, so I have started my journey with IQVIA, and then I worked there for 2.5 years, and then I moved to TCS. My first location was Bangalore. So yeah, so I stayed 2 years in Delhi for my masters, and then I moved to Bangalore for my first job, and then from there, and the job also, it's all was. So to be very honest, I did the master when from where I did masters. So everybody there around me was only PhD labs and lab. Everybody is very much focused about PhD and project work and all that. But then I understood after doing for whoever is doing masters, they know that you have to do a final dissertation project. So while doing that final dissertation project, I realized that I'm not very much interested in all this, you know, lab work. I'm not very comfortable doing, you know, long hours of lab work. There are people who are and who enjoys it, but I'm not somebody who enjoys these lab work. So I started to look out for jobs, and I literally started googling clinical research, you know, jobs or life science jobs for a fresher. And that's how I navigated my way. There was nobody to guide me through. And when I joined Quintiles, I had no idea that they are so, you know, pioneer and, you know, one of the greatest CROs or top CROs in the market. I had no clue. And I will also share my, you know, interview journeys with you to give you the, you know, background that how it happens, how it starts, and, you know, the initial fears and, you know, doubts. Everybody has them, but you have to um, gather the courage and keep going. Even if you fail, you have to keep rising and then go on to the next until you get the success. So yeah, so after I got the job in IQVIA, there I worked for 2.5 years. I moved to Mumbai for TCS job. There I did for 3.5 years. No, TCS was 4 years, and then I worked in PPD. Now that is also got merged with Thermo Fisher Scientific. So there also I have worked for around 2.5 years. So that is my corporate journey. And if I can share my, you know, experiences early on for my interviews. So the very first interview that I had, so all the girls from West Bengal. So in West Bengal, we have a very renowned college university called Jadavpur University. So I had a dream to, you know, study there. Graduation, I could not crack there. It's a very difficult and very renowned one. And then I moved to Delhi, and then there I did masters. But when I came back after my masters, there was a, you know, project position open. So I applied and I went to that interview. But as we gathered in the room, and then I saw people from different disciplines, they're coming, and I got so scared. I literally ran away from that. That is not a good example on you guys, but then, to be very honest, that was my first ever interview, and I literally ran and came back to home. I could not gather the courage to face the interview. And then when I you know, interviewed for IQVIA also, the first role that I interviewed was a medical writing job. And we had to give a written exam. So whatever I have given written. And then when the face to face interview came, and two ma'ams were there, they were asking something from the passage that I have written, and I was so nervous I could not read my own handwriting. So that was the nervousness level. But this incident, and exactly 1 month after that incident, I got another interview call and I cracked that, and I joined as a employee in Quintiles, Bangalore. So yeah, so there could be, you know, there could be instances where you are very confident and you can crack on the first go. That will be great. But if you, even if you cannot, even if you run away from your first interview, but don't, you know, dishearten, don't get disheartened, because you gather your courage again and you go to the next one and go to the next one until you reach on that interview where you can actually speak and get a job out of it. So yeah, that's my story. And I would like to ask from you guys, what are the other questions you have for me, if you have any questions from my journey or anything,
At my
anything that comes into your mind.
at my first interview also, I am very much nervous, ma'am. Literally, I cried on that interview, ma'am.
that's that's but you know, that's how you learn. You go and then you learn. Just a moment. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it? Why are you Okay, so what Sir has done, Sir has hurt himself yesterday, but he can't stay away from you guys, so he is also there. He's joining us. Uh, yeah, I'll just make some space for him.
Hello everyone. Sorry.
Good evening, sir.
मुझे ना आदत है लाइमलाइट लेने के लिए तो मैं आ ही गया.
He could not stay in the other room. He had to join.
अच्छा ये chat. You can click on this chat.
Yeah.
Go on to overlay. Perfect. Right. Ajab, we'll just give you a couple of pointers why we wanted to do this session. More importantly, see, women have lots of problems, not only education, right? Apart from that education, also our external environment itself is a problem, right? Our parents want us to get married, have kids, go into family life. But within all of this, we have our own aspirations, right? I'm considering me as also a woman. We have our own aspirations. कि क्या करना है हमें जिंदगी में? We want to maybe become achiever. We want to become vice president. We have our own dreams, right? And sometimes in all these external environments, we lose the focus on our dreams, right? But some of our parents, they are more open-minded these days. They are more helpful towards us these days, right? We have to take advantage of all of this. And in all of this, parents are also scared sometimes, thinking that my small little girl, where she will go in another city, another state, another country, right? They're scared, right? So that's why they say, no, you get married, your husband will take you. So how to come out of that mindset? That mindset is our role model sitting here and many other women like her, right? There are lots of people out there who are doing great in their careers. And you should be inspired by their stories. And at the same time, you should tell your parents also, come, watch. If she can do, I can also do, right? That's the environment that we want to create for all of you ladies, right? So one thing you all need to do today, all 7 of you who are right now watching, please come online. If you want to your camera off, that's okay. But please come online. हमसे बात कीजिए, speak to us, so that whatever is in your mind, right? There is no good or bad questions. Any question is a good question. Any doubt in your mind is a good doubt. And if you want personal space, मैं यहाँ से चला जाऊँगा. But the important thing is that discuss with ma'am, and ma'am every week has promised me, not every week, at least 1 month, she will bring her friends, her juniors, her seniors, all of those people, so that you have a diverse pool of people to whom you can refer to, right? That these are all the leaders. So your parents will also not be scared that, okay, my little girl will go to another state, but I know somebody from ma'am's family is there, or ma'am's known person is there, not to be worried. Somebody or the other is there, they will take care of our little girl, right? That is why we are doing this session. Make full use of this session. So whoever is there, please come into this link. See, another thing you can do, just click on this button. Click. And then here you can see the the highlighted chat. So anybody who's interested, I would say click on this link and come and join us. And while all of you do that, Janaki, please tell your story, right? How did you end up doing B Farm and then M Farm? We want to know.
Yes, sir. Actually, my true inspiration is my mother, sir.
Yes, tell us.
Am I audible, sir? Actually, my true inspiration is my mother, sir. She is an working woman. She is an A&M nurse, sir, in our village. Actually, my father is someone who will not take care of ourselves, and he even don't know how to take care of us also, sir. Then my mother want to be strong of herself, and she wanted to make me proud at this moment, sir. So that's why she stood beside me, and she motivated me, and she helped me in my education also, sir. Because of she only, till now I completed my B Farm, and now I'm currently pursuing my M Farm, sir. She's truly inspiration for me, sir. No one has helped me, even my father or someone relatives like that, everyone said she is a girl child, get her marry, or don't make that much investment on her. She will go to some other family and she will take care of them. It is not helpful to you, like that they had said, sir. Then she said, no, 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 she have to become an independent girl and she should be strong enough, she should fight in this world. It's not like that, I won't get her marry, and I will see her in a position where you all shut your mouths and clap with her success, sir.
That's a wonderful.
Now she is very happy that I got a job in this medical coding,
Lovely,
sir.
lovely. See, here within ourselves, in our family only, there is so much inspiration, and we should always look into each others and take inspiration from. And your mother showed such support to you, and then it's your responsibility. Not that it's not your burden, but it's your responsibility that you become someone and you be independent and show everybody, prove to everybody that you can be someone and help and be independent. And that's a great story. Thank you for sharing your story.
And one more inspiration person, ma'am, that is Aditya sir,
Yes,
ma'am.
definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. No one is there to guide me. This is what you should do, or you should become like this. No one is there to guide me, ma'am. At that time, I become very low. Everyone are criticizing me. You have completed B Farm. You are not getting job. Why you joined M Farm like that? Everyone, even my friends and my relatives are like that, ma'am. But my mother told, no, don't get disappointed. Just go to M Farm and finish your degree. By that, you will get a good job, ma'am. Then I watched a video of Aditya sir, ma'am. Then I thought that he will really help me in gaining good knowledge and to gain my what I want to become means PV professional, ma'am. I should become an expert in it. Then sir is explaining in a way that everyone can understand and can adopt that, ma'am. I'm unable to explain it, how to
No, no,
explain
no.
it.
That's all right. That's all right. And that's our motto.
Telugu,
And we are so happy that someone like you is getting inspired and getting the knowledge and making use of that knowledge. That's our motto, that even we can help one Janaki, that is our success. Because when we were at your stage, there were nobody to guide us. We had to steer through all by ourselves and find our position. So we feel responsible, and we feel that even one person getting help, getting inspired, that's our, we feel responsible towards you guys, that we have to show you the path. Now, if you can do it, but at least you should know that there are options for you. Many a times people don't know that they have options, and then, they get disheartened and they get disappointed, and, lack of vision. So we want to give you that vision so that you can choose from. You also have to know that you have option to choose from. You know, um, Otherwise, you see, as you explained, that it becomes a dead end, and then you don't find a way to move ahead. So, yeah. So thank you so much for sharing your journey, and we are so happy that you studied, because knowledge is always the power. So you have the knowledge. I'm so happy that having so much difficulty also, you went through your masters, and then you're going to get a job. So many congratulations, and I wish you all the success.
thank you, ma'am.
Janaki, you have to tell the story of your job. How did you get the job? Which company? How many rounds of interview? I'll ask you tomorrow also in same again in tomorrow's class. But tell us right now, how was that experience?
Okay, sir. I went for an walk-in interview at Vijayawada, ma'am. At there there are three rounds, ma'am. First is assessment, and second is technical round, and third is HR round, ma'am. HR round was held today, ma'am. In assessment, they asked in-depth knowledge of anatomy and physiology, and in technical round also they asked about body systems and diseases caused and the drugs used, and they have asked every detail of our body parts, ma'am. And yeah, it means everything that what we studied means like pharmacology, ma'am, everything in detail, classification diseases like that, ma'am. They asked about that. In HR round they discussed about family background, about myself, and they asked about willing to do night shift or not, like
Okay,
that, ma'am.
okay. So, what is the company that you gave this interview for? Tell us our company name.
I
Tell
didn't.
us the company name.
Optum, ma'am.
Awesome.
Optum. OPT.
Okay,
Optum.
okay, okay. So what is the progress? What are the next steps then? When are you when they are giving you offer letter? What is the next steps?
Yes, ma'am. Today, HR sent the mail for keeping the documents to
Okay,
her, ma'am. And on Monday, she will get me a offer
okay,
letter.
that's wonderful.
After,
That's lovely. That's lovely. Definitely wonderful.
Fantastic.
We are so proud of you. Most
thank you,
great,
ma'am.
great. What?
It's all because of Aditya sir, ma'am. I used to be, no, now I have to go like that. I thought, ma'am, it's because it's all about money, ma'am. For traveling, it's everything will be more expensive for me, and my mother can't afford that all. Then I thought, okay, if we keep that all money today, then I can make that money more after getting job. I thought that like that, ma'am. Sir said you have to give more interviews, then you will get confidence. If you join or not, you will get a confidence and you will be more strong, he said, ma'am. At that point, I thought, okay, it's all for some time only. I have a nice future and everything. I should go and attend. If I fail, also, no problem. I can do it next, and I can learn more from it. And I thought like that, man. I can gain more knowledge or something, I thought, ma'am.
Great, great. Great that you attempted and see you succeeded. That's wonderful.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you,
And
ma'am.
if anyone else would like to join, I think Yasmin said she is running out of data, so that's all right.
Who
If
else is there? Who else is there in this?
who else is there? People who are there, if you can say hi, then we would know who all are there right
Yes.
now.
Whoever is there, please tell us. We want to speak to you, right?
Uh,
Because it has to be a two-way conversation. Uh, us telling us about us is not good enough. If you also share your story, like Janaki has just shared, right? Janaki, can we then put out a post tomorrow morning? I will get
Yes, sir.
selected in. Yeah,
Yes,
fantastic.
sir.
Very good.
very
Very
good,
good.
very
So
good.
all the LinkedIn post you have written has finally paid off.
Yeah, I am doing, sir. You have kept another 10
Yes.
series. No, sir. I am doing work on that, sir. After doing that all 10, I can start, I thought,
Absolutely.
sir.
Jackie, I must say one thing. When you took LinkedIn, that time there was 155 followers. Now I think you have got 400 followers, all because of you. All the effort that you
We
have put
should
in.
definitely give that credit to you.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
definitely. You are so
Absolutely.
consistent and wonderfully doing that job, taking that responsibility. You know, this also shows when you go to, you know, in corporate world there is a word called, what do you say, proactive. So they always say that you have to be proactive. You ask for more work and be proactive, interact with your peers, and then do your job. So this is what you have done is the proactiveness. So I'm so happy that you have it in you, and this will definitely help you in your job when you actually go into the field and work on your projects, and have a good communication. Always have a friendly environment, and then always take suggestions from others, and then always keep this proactiveness that if somebody is giving you a suggestion, working on it and making it perfect and better, and that will take you even more further. So that's a great quality that you have. Always nurture that, and it will definitely reward you in future. And
Thank you,
always
ma'am.
you have to, whenever go to a interview or tell somebody about yourself, you definitely use this word that I am proactive in nature. So everybody always, that is a very good quality to have in corporate. They always look for people who are proactive, who takes upon challenges and work and moves ahead. So yeah.
Okay, ma'am. I'll
Sure.
definitely, ma'am.
Fantastic. Janaki, thank you so much. I will contact you to get to know about the company and other details, and then tomorrow we will share our post on ISD's Instagram, WhatsApp, and all other places. Yeah,
Yes.
fantastic. Very well. Very
Okay,
well.
sir.
So we had 7 people and now it is showing 3.
It increases, decreases, but I
Yeah.
think we can continue our conversation. Janaki, will let you go.
Sir,
Sorry, you were saying something. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
sure, sure,
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much for sharing everything that you have. Thank you.
you, ma'am.
All right. So while others come online, sometimes what happens is that because of internet issue,
Yes,
some
yes.
people drop down and then join back.
Join back.
But let's continue our conversation, right? One thing that I have heard students mentioning is that, sir, should I do B Farm or should I do M Farm and then go for a job? So what is your suggestion in terms of B Farm versus M Farm and then going for a job?
So what I would say that, as I mentioned previously, that it depends upon your inclination, what you want. But if you want to pursue higher education, definitely go for it, because knowledge never goes for a waste. But then, if your sole goal is to get a job, then I would say a B Farm degree is enough to excel in this world, because after you're done your B Farm, a bachelor degree, you are eligible to do this job and excel in your career. So whether you have an M Farm degree or do not have an M Farm degree, that will not create a specific impact on your career. So if you have it, if you want to study for it, you go for it. That's your decision. But I would not say that don't do it, because I myself have done a master's degree. So, but then I will also always want to tell you that you have your options. If you want to do a job now, and if your final goal is I want to do a job and I do not want to waste two more years and I want to go for it right away, then you are most welcome. And let me tell you that if even with that bachelor's degree, you are sufficient degree enough to excel in this world, so you can go for it. And if you are somebody who are inclined into education, go on to research field, or maybe you want to go on teaching field, so that is also a career opportunity. So you see, everybody is different and everybody has a different interest. So uh, we are giving you all the options. You analyze your interest, you analyze what you like to do it for your future, and then you take a decision. If you need help from us also to decide, maybe you're confused, you're unable to decide, you can discuss it with us. We can discuss your what do you say, your options, and we can do the pros and cons, and then you can decide. Because sometimes taking a decision about your career, it becomes difficult and confusing. It is not only black and white, it becomes gray many a time. So yeah, we can help you in that, but then it's your choice. But these are the options that you have. You can definitely go for a master's and then come for these jobs, even if you are doing a master and then also you're eligible for this job. If you are completing your bachelor's, then also you're eligible for this job. And if you want to go for, there are options for research. If you go for PhD, if you want to go, and these days I think for teaching, they're teaching also an option. There are people who are passionate about teaching, want to do teacher, become a teacher, so you have that option also. And if you want to go to a proper college and teach, then you have to have a GPAT. You have to clear a GPAT, and then you have to clear net. So for PhD, if you are clearing GPAT, then you don't have to go for net. You can directly, after masters, you can go to PhD, for apply for PhD. If you're not clearing GPAT while doing masters, then you have to go for NET and then go for PhD, because without having a JRF or what other there is another level, so without that degree, that position, you will not be able to do teaching in the colleges. So you have those options also, so you can explore your options.
So there's a question from Shantini. Shantini, আমি জানি না তুমি এখানে আছো কিনা, তো তোমার কোয়েশ্চেনের উত্তরটা আমরা দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করি। যে clinical research domain, right? It has many things in it. Clinical data management, clinical research coordinator, and many other areas.
Yeah,
right?
I addressed this question, that I told her that there are different
2 lines in each of them.
So I think we will elaborate in tomorrow's class more, because I have told her what are the positions that you have, like what are the different domains that you have, and maybe on tomorrow's session we can elaborate on them.
Okay, excellent. Right. So
this is also I've taken all these questions.
That's fine. That's great. Right. I probably have one more question. I can only see a couple of people there, but I think one important question that most people have is that how do you advance in your career, right? So you become associate, but from there, how is your journey in the office, in the corporate world? How is your journey? Can you just give us some snippets of if I were a 21-year-old girl today and I'm applying for a job, and my parents or the whole world is telling me what will happen with a job, you have to go in another city, why don't you do your MPharm, why do you do masters, get married, right? So what is that vision for tomorrow? Can you explain the journey of an associate?
So for a journey of an associate is a vast world, and you have plenty of scope to excel in your journey. So once you are inside the company, and you have plenty of opportunities to learn, and as I mentioned to Janaki, if you are proactive and you have the inquisitiveness to learn, then you always go to your mentors, ask for more work, whatever you are getting trained to. Apart from that, you always look up to your leaders, that whatever your next role, what are the roles that up in the ladder, and then what is your next role is doing, and if you can learn what are the tasks that they are doing, and if you could ask them. Not always everybody will be receptive, and always everybody will be helpful for you, but then you will find there are people who will be willing to teach you. And if you are willing enough, and then if you go and ask, if you could teach me these activities that your seniors are doing, and then that way you are preparing yourself for the next roles. Like that, you can always keep upgrading. And then we have so much materials available these days, through internet, through courses, so we can always keep updated ourselves, and then we can follow others, and through LinkedIn, other posts, so connecting with others, we can always keep ourselves updated. There are so many new things that is happening. So always keeping an open mind, and always keeping a mind of learning, that what is the next that is people are doing, what your senior is doing. So in that way, I think you can keep growing, and move towards the next roles. And there is a long journey that you can travel through in these roles. So yeah,
I can take that next question, if that's okay.
I forgot to ask, if we also want to do a job in London, then we should have any experience freshers. I think sir is the best person to give you that answer.
See, Janaki and everybody in this class, first thing you have to understand that if you want to go to another country, you should bring something special, right? That speciality is your expertise, your experience, right? So as a fresher, what experience do you have? You cannot use Oracle Argus, you don't know Viva Vault, you don't know any of those elements right now, right? So one of the things, the competence that you need to first develop, it is expertise, right? Once you have that expertise, it becomes easier to apply and get through and get better jobs. And these kind of jobs, also try and understand one more thing, that in international locations, they are trying to reduce the number of jobs and send it all to India. So basic jobs are not going to be available in America or in Europe or in UK, right? High-fi jobs are available here, right? Which are 1.5 crores, 2 crores, like that. Very expensive jobs. But for that, you have to be super talented with your English, right? You have to be super talented in your consulting skills. You have to be very talented with your leadership skills. Along with that, expertise of your functional domain, right? You have to have very good knowledge of pharmacovigilance or whichever topic you choose. I'll give you one example. Let's say you're working in India, you are doing initial level work, you are doing a lot of work on Excel, on Oracle, Argus, right? But that is what computer centric work. Somebody has given you work, you are doing it, right? This is all remote work. But from there, when you start making analysis and you say that, sir, out of 3 cases, one of them is important, I want to discuss that with you, and I want to speak to my senior, I want to speak to the client. So once you start speaking to the client, you're in a client facing role. Client could be many people. It could be Johnson and Johnson, it could be Pfizer, it could be some regulatory body authorities also, right? Once you start doing that client facing role, it becomes very easy to come to a place like London, Australia, New York, all of these places. But you have to figure out a client facing role. Now, all this client facing role is not possible as a fresher, because you need skills, you need English, you need functional depth, you need the ability to speak to client, which takes in India at least 5 to 7 years, right? Once you get to that point, it becomes easy. Now, for some people, that might be in 3 years. For some people, that might be in 10 years, right? So plus minus 4 5 years. This is the hard reality. Okay. Anybody who tells you differently is lying. So my suggestion is that right now, focus on developing your skill set practically. In ISD, you've got a flavor that what is it. But when you work in a company, you will get more flavor in many areas. Once you gain that expertise, please apply for jobs in London. Definitely London, New York, Chicago, Sydney, Melbourne. There are plenty of places where you can get fantastic jobs. And I'm always there. Ma'am is always there. Our team is always there. So today and tomorrow, you keep growing, you keep shining. When it is required, we'll pull you together. Right. One more question. I can see already 7 people, so I'll just ask one more question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is like this, and a lot of people ask me these kind of questions, and that is, what are the skill sets that I need in day one when I join, right? What kind of skills should I have to apply for these kind of jobs?
I think when you are starting, they really don't, expect a lot from you. If you're knowing the basics, if you are talking about clinical research, then what is clinical research, what are the phases, what is the whole, the life cycle, how it, just an idea that how the whole cycle works, right from the beginning of creation of the documents to how it works, the entire life cycle, that the basics, some basic like GCP, ICH guidelines, some basic guidelines. So in a nutshell, a basic idea how this industry works, they expect you to know that. And the important thing is they see that if you have the willingness to learn, and if you have that, then they, any company that you go, they will definitely give you training, they will teach you what needs to be done exactly. And those things you can only learn once you are in the company environment, because there are softwares, there are documents that cannot be shared outside, because all these things are documents are confidential, because we are handling clients data, so clients data is always confidential. So there are things that you can learn only in a company environment. But before that, to go reach to that point, you need to know the basics, and which we will help you to get the knowledge, and mind, and the attitude of learning, that you have to tell them that yes, if you teach me, I can learn and produce. So if you have this attitude, and if you can convince them that yes, if you can teach me, I will give you the results, I will do your work. So I think that kind of attitude. And I think apart from this, there are other things also that matters, like your sincerity, your body language, how you're dressing. So overall, how sincere and how willing and how serious you are about this job, that matters. I can give you an example. Right after I got a job in Quintiles, my first job. So we had 1.5 month of classroom training. So during that training period, I got a call from another consultancy services asking me if I'm looking for a job. So first of all, I was very proud to tell them that no, I'm not looking for a job anymore because I got myself a job. And secondly, they asked if I can ask, if I can give any reference to them. So I had one friend who she was also looking for job at that moment. So I referred that girl saying that you can call her. So what happened, the day she came for interview, and then after her interview, I said, let's meet. So I saw she's wearing a jeans, a sweatshirt, and braided her hair, and not at all professionally looking. And then taking a backpack, she came for an interview. So that made me think that I myself, being a sincere person, I can never turn up to an interview like that. So everything matters. Your body language. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to have the willingness, because it takes nothing for you to dress up properly, go in a proper, because it's a corporate world and every place has its own norm and regulations. So you have to behave like that. You can't turn up with your jeans and a t-shirt to a interview. You cannot. So that shows that how serious you are about it. So your attitude towards it also matters. So apart from your preparations, you also prepare yourself, that how you talk. You don't have to be fluent, like it's okay if you start, but then you have to have the best intentions in your mind and seriousness. And if you are serious, it will reflect through your, no fresher can go and on with full confidence. They will be nervous, they will forget their answers, but then still, if you can, if you're serious, then your intention will convert to the interviewer, and they will understand that yes, this person is serious. I can get my work done if I train this person. So apart from your preparations, you always, you know whenever you are going to an interview, you make sure that you are properly dressed. Not necessarily you have to buy expensive clothes and wear. If you're wearing a salwar kameez, if you're wearing a sari, if you're wearing a shirt and a pant, but then it has to be a formal attire. Be in a formal attire, be clean, be proper. And then whenever you are going, you greet them, ask them permission if you can enter the room, if you can take a seat, you listen to them, you ask them questions. So it's an overall package that will lead you to a job. So for a fresher, being sincere is more important than having a lot of knowledge. You don't need a lot of knowledge, but basics will do, with along with all this seriousness and efforts.
एकदम ट्रूली अग्री करता हूँ इस बात से कि नॉलेज हम लोग जब इंटरव्यू लेते हैं दूसरों का, तब हमको पता होता है कि ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट के पास ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं होगा, बट हम उसमें देखते हैं कि सिंसियरिटी किस लेवल का है, राइट? कि अगर मैं उसको कल एक काम दूं तो वो घर चला जाएगा कि वहां पे बैठ के उसको कोशिश करेगा। हम नहीं एक्सपेक्ट करते कि यू विल बी एबल टू गिव एवरी आंसर, बट एटलीस्ट इफ यू आर ट्राइंग, व्हिच मींस यू हैव द राइट एटीट्यूड। आज नहीं तो कल आप सीख ही जाओगे, उसके बाद आप अच्छा करोगे, राइट? सो आई थिंक that attitude is more important than anything else.
Definitely. I can share one that reminds me, because it's been so long that my first interviews were done. So I tend to forget things, but now as I'm speaking to you about those days, it's refreshing my memory, that when I was there for my interview for IQVIA, so the HR, they will ask you different questions. As sir mentioned, we are in a setup, we are in a socioeconomics situation where when you are a girl, you are looked in a different way than a boy. But there is a contrasting thing also. Once I worked into the industry, I have seen in a life science industry, there are more girls than boys, and that's a true fact. There are more girls, definitely 100%. There are more girls working and excelling in this world and in this industry. That's that. But when you have, unfortunately you still have to, face these kind of questions. Like my HR asked me, for job interviews I shifted to Bangalore, and I was looking because I understood, and from some of my friends they said Kolkata has less opportunities, so I might have to go and seek interviews, because for walk-in interviews you really don't get time, so you have to be present in the city. So I took my chance and I went all my way. I had few friends there, and I moved there, took an PG, and then all by myself I was interviewing. So my HR asked me, is it okay for your parents that you are working, you will be working here if you get this job? Is it okay? They will leave you. So what I told, that they want me to do this, that's why they allowed me to, go and study in Delhi, and that's why I am here and giving you, sitting in front of you and giving this interview. If they wouldn't have allowed, then I was not be here. So still, you know what, the follow-up question what I got is, yeah, but Delhi is, Delhi to Kolkata se pass hai, Delhi is nearby from Kolkata, and Bangalore is even far. He actually asked me this question, and I told him that yes, they approve of it, that's why I'm sitting in front of you and giving this interview. So yeah, so unfortunately as a girl, we do have to face these questions, and still we have to face these judgments. But I would say, don't shy away. Be confident and tell them that yes, we can do it. We will do it, and that's why we are not here to waste your time. We are committed enough, and we will give you results. That's why, and we deserve it. That's why we are sitting here and you are interviewing me. So you have to be confident, give them back that, and give them the confidence that yes, it doesn't matter that I'm a girl, but I am no less than a boy, so you better hire me. So yeah, you have to have that confidence. and
मैं
and
एक बात बताता हूँ कि रियलिटी है, और इसको हमको मानना चाहिए कि कहीं पे लोग थोड़े बायस्ड होते हैं, राइट? बायस आ जाती है, सोसाइटी में बायस है तो ऑब्वियसली उस इंटरव्यूअर में भी वो बायस आ सकती है। बट आपको हमेशा ये सोचना है कि कैसे आप नेगेटिव क्वेश्चन को भी पॉजिटिव तरीके से आंसर दे। जैसे मैम ने ये बात कहा कि मेरे पेरेंट्स अप्रूव करते तभी तो मैं आपके सामने यहाँ पे बैंगलोर में बैठी हुई हूँ, है ना? तो ऐसे जब आप किसी को जवाब देते हो तो वो बायस भी टूट जाता है। तो आई थिंक, देखिए, अगर किसी के माइंड में कुछ गलत है तो वो उसको तो हम ठीक नहीं कर सकते, बट हम क्या कर सकते हैं, उसके लिए बेस्ट आंसर प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं, बेस्ट तरीके से उसको टैकल करने का प्लान बना सकते हैं, राइट? तो यही होगा कि आप देखिए कहाँ कहाँ पे व्हाट कुड बी द क्वेश्चंस। मैम ने एक बहुत अच्छी बात कही, मैं एकदम इससे वाकिफ हूँ। ये लाइफ साइंस वाले इंडस्ट्री में द मेल टू फीमेल रेशियो इज मच मोर, there is more women in the industry. So absolutely, I think if you are joining this industry, आपके लिए वो अच्छा ही होगा। Yeah.
That's right, Janaki. You have to be more confident. Yeah, and yeah, we have to. देखो, डर सबको लगता है। आज भी अगर मैं इंटरव्यू में जाती हूँ तो डर सबको लगता है, बट यू नो व्हाट, दैट्स अ ह्यूमन थिंग। हम जबरदस्ती उसको भगा नहीं सकते, लेकिन ऑल वी कैन डू इज कीप वर्किंग ऑन इट, सो दैट एक दिन डर नहीं लगे, या फिर हम उस मोमेंट में डर को जीत सके। वी हैव टू ऑलवेज कीप वर्किंग ऑन इट. And I would say another thing, it's a positive one. So as I mentioned this anecdote that I had to go through these questions from my HR, but I would be very honest, while working in the industry, after I got the job, ever since I got the job, to be very honest, I never felt any less from a male colleague of mine while into the job, be it TCS, be it quintiles as a fresher, be it a experienced person in TCS, a city like Mumbai, be it PPD. So when I was doing the job, that time I never felt my male colleagues pulling me down or pointing me or judging me or I never had to face a bias because I'm a girl while I'm at the job. So, so it's just the primary barriers that you have to, because it depends upon, there are different people out there and having coming from different background, having different mindset. So you don't take that in your heart, you just navigate it through. But then I can guarantee you that, because it's been almost a decade long experience that I have, so I can vouch for that, that during my job I have never felt that less of a person because I'm a girl and doing this job. So that is a positive thing that I would say in for this industry. You are equally encouraged, you are equally getting opportunities. And as I mentioned, that I have always seen around me more girls than boys in our industry. So
कभी कभार इंटरव्यूअर ट्रिक क्वेश्चन भी पूछता है कि कुछ कड़वे सवाल या थॉर्नी क्वेश्चंस. आई थिंक दे आस्क यू समटाइम्स पर्पसफुली just to test your mindset, right?
yeah,
So as long as you are able to give a positive response, positive answer, right? And yeah, I can also vouch, so many years that I've been working, obviously I'm a male, maybe my sensitivity will not be as much as man's sensitivity is, but I can still see that in the industry, even in our offices, different kind of companies, if I worked in KPMG, in EY, in TCS, everywhere that I've worked, I have not seen anywhere, I've seen women in very powerful positions, very top positions. And I'm sure that each of them has its advantage, disadvantage, but more or less I have seen that the industry is fair.
yes, I would
And
also say,
yeah,
because all these years, I only in my initial IQVIA first year, only in IQVIA I had male managers, but then later on I only had female managers, and they were wonderful managers. And many a times people have this doubt that women in power, then people, there are a myth that if there is a female manager and then the subordinates, they have difficulty taking orders from a female manager. But I have never seen that as a instance, because my managers and even further leaders, I have seen female on those roles. And I have seen I have seen them getting equal respect from the male colleagues and the female colleagues too. So in the industry, I would say it is pretty fair. So uh,
good. Fair. All right. So I think we are coming to the close of our session. All of you, thank you very much for joining. We will do these sessions more often, right? मुझे पता है कि आप लोग हर एक के पास you may not have a question right now, but as you go along, जरूर आपके अंदर कोई question आएगा. And there is no stupid questions. जो
Yes.
आपके मन में हो कि मैं मैम से ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, मैं मैम से वो जानना चाहती हूँ, पर्सनली बात करना चाहती हूँ, right? Ma'am would be very happy to kind of answer your questions, right? Keep it professional, keep it decent, keep it nice, show your enthusiasm. We are here to help you. हम लोग यहाँ पे है.
And any question that comes to your mind, you can, always jot down, and then we can have a session and then clear those doubts out. In between, also in the class, we can discuss, and after class. So, keep your motivation up and believe that you can do. That's the most important thing, because if you believe, then you can work harder towards it. So, you believe that you can do it. And if anybody is telling any less, then please don't listen to them. You can it equally to the other, your male classmates. So, and we have to be very honest, we have come a long way to this corporate journey overall as a society also, where I think things like this, I am sure there are still like this things like this, but we have come a long way where I believe the discriminations has become less. And I think we also have to see ourselves in a powerful position and believe within ourselves that we can do, we are not less than anyone. Because sometimes social conditionings lead you towards that thought that we ourselves have less confidence within me, so ourselves. So I think we have to come out, even though if anybody is not having that thought, great. If anyone is having, so we have to make ourselves believe that no, we are not less than anybody, and we have equal chances in the corporates. be it corporate, be it if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a research scientist, be whatever you want to be, but be somebody. Because for out there, for everyone there is some opportunity, and you don't have to, not everybody will be a perfect scorer, but then that does not mean that there is not something for you. There is something for everyone, and we just have to work towards it, find what is there, what suits best for us. Like as I said, that after my dissertation I understood that this is not something sitting the entire day doing the same, lab results, taking those same samples and same results. That bores me. I really do not enjoy it. But there could be one kid who will be really enjoying it, and they should go for it. So whatever interests you, go for it. And we are always there. You can always, even in doubt, whenever you are in doubt, and as sir mentioned, no question is a stupid question. You definitely ask those questions and move forward. But definitely move forward, because you should believe that you have to do something, because there is no option for you. You have to do something. So yeah, I think there is a question. It's a first day, so not many questions are coming to my mind right in the moment, but I'm sure I would be filling up with more questions later. Definitely Shantani, no problem. যখন মানে যা questions তোমার মনে আসে, we are like a family, and no hard and fast rule. যখন যা মনে আসবে, you just jot it down, and next sessions we can definitely discuss. So yeah, and even when we are doing the classes, like the course material we will be teaching, we'll be taking technical questions. But these kind of sessions we will be, regular intervals, we will do these sessions also, wherein we can talk more about our difficulties, our whatever thoughts that we have. Wonderful to hear. Thank you, most welcome. And I hope together we can build a great career for our juniors, and we that will be very happy, for the happy moment for us if we can help you guys.
Absolutely. The dream for IASD is that we can build a great path for you all, for the next generation. Somebody helped us in our careers, right? So we could reach. Like when I say help, I don't mean help in getting a job, but they give us some motivation, some support, some energy, right? Our parents, our family members, somebody gave us that. So it is only right for us that we give you that push, right? And we help you so that you become successful. And I'm 100% sure, after 5 years, when Shantani is some big manager, after 10 years, when Janaki is some big director in a company, you will also do the same. You will give your next generation that path and guide forward, right? So yeah, with that note, I want to say, ma'am, a very big thank you.
Most welcome. And I think one last thing I would like to add to today's session, that many a times, like Janaki was mentioning, that people around you will say that what is the there is no need to invest in education and all those stuff. But sometimes if you believe in it, then you have to fight for yourself also. Because sometimes parents also, they have their own beliefs, so they come from their own concern, but you have to talk to them. Like I faced a situation where after masters, I come from a family where my father was in a government job. So they thought that a government job will be a safer, and then after my masters, they said you go and prepare for them. But then I wanted to take my chances and see whatever I have studied, if I can make a career out of it. So I spoke with them. I told them that give me 6 months, and if it is like whatever I have studied, I want to make a career out of it. And if I cannot, then I can. So parents also have their own concern, and they have a good heart, and they have their own concern, and they have good intentions for you. But then sometimes you also have to talk to them with reasoning, and then tell them that let me try for myself, and then you work hard, and then you prove them that you can do yourself. So yeah, I think with this, I think somebody was saying something. Thank you for this wonderful.
So Yasmin
Thank you.
Yeah. So Yasmin was saying thank you, ma'am and sir, for doing so much for us. Yes, Yasmin, we do it with the hope कि you will go back home, you will study hard, and you will make a bright career.
And we do it more because you will have somebody to look upon that. Okay, fine, ma'am also went, or ma'am's friend also went, ma'am's junior also went, so we can also. Because you know what, when we were doing, for me in my family, I was the first kid who went out of the comfort zone and went outside the city and studied. But when now my Masi's kid, my cousin sister, she is now working in Chennai. Because for her it was not never a doubt. For my aunts and uncle, they never had a doubt in their mind whether to send their daughter outside of their comfort zone or not. They were very comfortable because they have seen me go through the journey. So when you have an example, then you also have that faith that yes, somebody else is also there, and we can. If she can, I can also, and it is safe. So yeah, so I think we want to be that example and that you know torchbearer for you, so that you can also take the path and move towards success.
All right, fantastic. I wanted to say a big thank you to you.
Thank you, welcome.
For helping arrange this session and guiding all the beautiful ladies out there. We want to let you know from tomorrow we are starting a specific clinical data management course, CDM course, which will be taken by ma'am.
So tomorrow's will be a basically induction class basically. So as people were asking, I think Shantanu was asking about what are the scope and everything. So overall, I'll give you an overview of the clinical research, what happens, what are the roles that is present, what is done by what role, and what are the possible areas that we can move into. And then from next, because I have done clinical data management, I will start the course of clinical data management, teach you the basics and fundamentals of clinical data management, and make you a interview ready, so that you can start applying for, we will also do the CV preparation and LinkedIn and stuff like that, and help you apply for the roles and prepare for your interview, so that we can, apart from PV, now we have an addition of CDM, where we will be preparing our CV and start applying for CDM jobs as well. And also, one by one, because once you go into the depth, it takes time. So now, along with sir taking PV, I will be taking CDM, and eventually we are also working towards it, where we can help you do, help you get trained in other roles also, like CRA, CRC, medical coding, medical writing. So all these are also the possibilities. So we are working on it, so that we can help you move towards those direction also.
And as I said, very soon, maybe towards the end of the year, we are going to launch a diploma program where you can learn 4 to 5 of these areas together, packaged in one course. It requires a lot of research and development from our side.
And we don't want to limit you, because so that if we can give you overall idea of what are the options available, then you can choose for yourself, and you have more options to apply for. And then these are very related jobs, but then there are different aspects to it. So yeah, so you have more options also. There is always good to have multiple options and not stick by one. Then the chances of getting you a job will be more. So yeah, we want to let you walk towards that path.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for taking time out. Take care of yourself, and we will catch up tomorrow. We have batch 3 class tomorrow, batch 2 class tomorrow. Ma'am will start a new course. So it's exciting times. If you want to learn, there is no better place than IASD. Right?
And tomorrow's class will be everyone inclusive. Today, this session was for us, NARI Shakti. But then tomorrow, all of you students can join. So it will be an induction to CDM and overall clinical research.
Any new student who wants to learn about CDM, if there is a friend of yours, Shantanu, तुम्हारे कॉलेज আর যদি কোনো বন্ধু থাকে, यास्मीन, अगर आपके कॉलेज में और कोई दोस्त थे जिनको सीखना है, तो बिल्कुल
হ্যাঁ, ডেফিনেটলি শান্তনী, আমরা সব নিয়ে ডিসকাস করব। কালকে একটা ওভারঅল ডিসকাশন করব, আর তারপরে I will start with CDM course for now, and we are working towards other role also, so that we can help you more. So yeah, but yes, please spread the word. কালকে যতজন পারো, যত বেশি লোক পারো পসিবল হবে, join the discussion, so that you can get to know a little bit more about clinical research and clinical data management. And then whoever is willing to join the course for CDM, we will start from next week. Next Saturday we will officially start the CDM course and train you on CDM.
So tomorrow is a more of a roadmap class, right?
Yeah, tomorrow is a more of a roadmap. I'll talk about the whole like clinical research life cycle, how it works, who are involved, and what are the roles possible, and a little bit about every job role, and more about CDM and others also. And then detailed classes will be starting from Saturday next.
All right, excellent. All right, thank you. Take care of yourself, and we will speak tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye. And it was wonderful having you guys. Thank you for joining. I wish you good luck. Bye.
IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন, চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। দিনকাল একদম ভালো না, চাকরি আজ খুবই রেয়ার, প্লেসমেন্টের দায়ভার আমরা তাই করছি শেয়ার। IASDর হাত ধরে হবে তোমার প্রথম রিক্রুট, তাই সব টেনশন যাও ভুলে জীবন এবার হবে রিবুট। IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে রিবন, চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। ইংরেজি টেকনোলজি ভয় পাও বুঝি, হবে এবার সোজা, যাবে কোথা খুঁজছো বুঝি, এসো এখানে শেষ হবে তোমার খোঁজা। IASD করছে জীবন কেটে বেকারত্বের জ্বালা, চাকরি জীবনের কাটতে জীবন, চলে এসো এই বেলা, চলে এসো এই বেলা। জব গ্যারান্টি সার্টিফিকেট সবই চাও বুঝি, ভুলে টেনশনের বোঝা। IASD ঠিকানা তবে এখানেই শেষ পথ খোঁজা। IASD
एहसान है मेरी सांसों पर तुम्हारा, अनगिनत एहसान है। तेरी खुशहाली रहे कहता मेरा ईमान है। मेरी सांसों में तिरंगे की बुलंदी की दुआ, मेरी सांसों में तिरंगे की बुलंदी की दुआ। मेरे हिंदुस्तान तुझ पर जान भी कुर्बान है। मेरे हिंदुस्तान तुझ पर जान भी कुर्बान है।
প্রতিশ্রুতি নিরাপত্তা জানি আজ খুবই বিরল, কথা দিলাম আমি তবু আজ পথ হবে খুবই সরল। প্রতিশ্রুতি নিরাপত্তা জানি আজ খুবই বিরল, কথা দিলাম আমি তবু আজ পথ হবে খুবই সরল। সহায়তা পাবে সবটা প্রদর্শক ও